hour for the first time in 21. Make our first bail. Got everything hooked up. We had some problems with some wires. We got them fixed up. I don't know what happened there. We'll see. So this first one's going to be a little messed up because there was nothing in the chamber, nothing to hold it back, nothing to keep it tight. So, yeah. That's going to have to adjust itself here in a minute, or we're going to have some serious issues. That thing did adjust itself on the hydraulic pressure. So far so good. I'll have to watch out first one in the chute, make sure it goes down because it's a little messed up. I'll probably throw him off to the side, maybe redo him, we'll see. Back here because I'm not sure that's going to make the slide down. Might get caught. It has to come right into here. He'll see it on the camera if it doesn't make the slide. And we're going to have to help it. And I'm guessing he wants to check things out. So that one made it. Let's check things out here. Alright, the reason for stopping is just because I wanted to spray a little bit on that accumulator back there. So it'll slide better. They put pretty well on it. He says they're running about 13 on moisture, so that's good. Kind of like, I don't know, in elementary school, you would put soap on your slide at school. Anybody do that, or at home? Well, that's kind of what we did when we sprayed penetrating oil on these parts up here. They actually make on the new models, they make it to where I believe this is some kind of aluminum up here. As you can see, the bales over time wear off the paint. Yeah. Well, we got 6 made. And we'll call it 5.5. This first one might not count too well. Lucky number 7, right there. He can see us on camera up here too, by the way. Yeah, kind of a short one here. Okay. I've been told we make our bales longer than most guys. I'd say we're around 40, 41. A lot of guys that make them around 36. My customers are happy with the size we make our bales. We went number 10, and this one hung up. Ah, crap. Sorry, that probably didn't look too good on camera, but I had to fix that. Oh, yeah, those are plenty heavy. Plenty heavy. Yeah, plenty heavy. Let me back those off just a hair. And then what I mean by that, I'm gonna back off the pressure on him a little bit. Now I just gotta catch up with him, right? This is behind my house. This is the first field I cut, and it's the first field we like to bale, just to make sure everything goes well. I think Chad wants to hook up his baler. We'll save him a couple windrows here. But so far so good. He's gonna wear me out. I gotta climb this damn hill. I'm out of shape. Preservative, which we're not spraying right now because we don't have to. Sloshing around in there. Get up this hill, I'll have him stop here in a minute. There's some of that manure I was worried about getting into the hay. Sticking around there. Our bearings seem to be sounding good. I'm gonna stop him here, try and get his attention. Go with that. I don't know if that makes much of a difference or not. That adjusts the hydraulic pressure in that cylinder. These rubber bands right here, it helps when you turn. See how that bale just turned with it? Keeps it in shape so that when you straighten out, it'll keep the bale from pushing out the side here, pushing out. Those have come off before or gotten messed up back here. And it's a heck of a mess when that happens. We're gonna check the weight on these bales again here in about 5 or 6 bales. Waiting on that number 10. And that'd be fine. Usually when these drop out, they're in the worst of places or in the way. And then sometimes they'll drop right beside the wagon where all you gotta do is pick them up, put them on the wagon with the loader. Number 10's gonna make the bend here. Oh, come on. Not much hay right here, so the windrow wasn't real big. Here. Tailgate springs back up. Ready for more. There were times we was baling straw or in heavy windrow hay. We was making a bale every 7 seconds, 6 to 7 seconds. This gate would barely come back and get closed in time for when that first bale came down. I mean, they were like right behind one another. So this bale just got stuck. It's because we're going down a hill. It changes the angle of the slide here. And if I wasn't there, Dad would have had to get out of the tractor and do that. You can see that. All right. Okay, he's on his second round here. I'm about wore out from following him. Oh, okay. Yeah, they loosened up a little bit. I can see that. I should be able to stick a finger in it. I think we're gonna be all right. All right, I'll let y'all go. I'm gonna go get my loader here in a minute or go rake hay in another field. We'll see. See ya. Good morning. Got up early this morning. Put 90 bales of the 154 that we baled yesterday behind my house, put them on this gooseneck. And it worked out good because the place that I go every 3 weeks down here in Morrow, Ohio, got a hold of Christy and she said, yeah, it's fine, she's not home, but bring them anyway. So that's where we're headed. And it's a beautiful morning so far. I got up and left the farm just a little bit after 7 o'clock, I think it was. And it's Friday. It's gonna be a great day. Get back, we got to rake some hay. We got plenty to bale today. We got tomorrow also, we need it. And it looks like we might even have Sunday because it looks like the forecast has changed and the rain's been pushed off to Monday. And just looking at it this morning, looks like it Mondays might even push south of us. So
makes me wish I'd cut down some more, but when I was looking at the forecast the other day, I decided to quit cutting, and because of the rain that I thought was coming Sunday. So yeah, well, is what it is. I guess some manure I can haul on Sunday for a customer, so that might get done. And I'm gonna put it on one of our fields that is nearby her farm, so that may happen. Yeah, just a beautiful morning out here. If I was headed east, I'd have to put my sunglasses on. There's a pretty good sunrise, I guess you call it, or it's bright. Hey, the caffeine hasn't hit me quite yet. Still working on that. All right, I'm gonna get on down the road. See you in a bit. So back to the farm. We're busy. Got the Mahindra loaded up. Got Dad's baler tractor out, ready. Chad's been out tethering his stuff. He just left with his rake a little bit ago. I gotta go tether a little bit of some thick stuff over there on State Route 72 at Haley's and Casey's. And yeah, then I'll check back with Dad and see where he's at. I believe I got the rake hooked to his pickup, and he is gonna go rake some alfalfa, and that has to be baled today. Can't wait till tomorrow. We can't be there on a Saturday, so here we go. Rush, rush, rush. Beginning of the season. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Got a lot of hay to bale today. Got a lot of miles to cover too. So our rake, New Holland Pro Cart 1022. Bought this used years ago. It's a good rake. I like it. I can rake in road gear right now, going a little bit slow because it's just not as big of a field. And hey, there goes Chad. But yeah, right now the way it's set, I think I'm covering about maybe 18, 20 foot. It will cover as much as 22.
but it'd make you a really tight windrow back here. The wheel in the center is called the kicker wheel. We really like this rake. Really like it. We replace these teeth all the time on here. The unbolt, you can, you know, replace them, or you can replace the whole wheel. $99 for a wheel last year anyway. I haven't checked this year's prices. That's it. Use the Mahindra. Dad raked earlier with the 460. Still having hydraulic issues. It did not want to lift this. You probably just seen in the video there how I was lifting. I lift when I turn. Takes pressure off these. It keeps them from getting in a bind. At 460 didn't want to lift it, so raking now with the Mahindra. We'll get that fixed. Each one of these is individual suspension. Each one of these, like I said, they ride on the ground. This is all adjustable. This wheel can actually be pinned up. We've gotten into first cutting that is so thick that you can only use one side, and then you can only use 4 wheels on the side. This is a 10-wheel rake, 5 on each side. The kicker just goes down in the middle because, as you can see, nothing would flip this hay in the middle, and you could end up with wet hay in the middle of your windrow. This will kick it over. Those wheels will kick it back in. Usually when it's this thin, if this was grass hay, I would double it up, and these windrows anyway, I would rake them together for a bigger windrow. But alfalfa, the more you mess with it, the more the little leaves will fall off. They get dry this time of day, and the leaves will fall off. I think I mentioned it before in another video, how we ted when there's moisture on it. Raking, that's hard to do because you're gonna rake moisture into your windrow. But so we try and be careful and not move alfalfa hay as much or any more than we have to. So we'll get back at this. This was the field where water was laying. That's why those spots aren't cut. There's still water laying there. A little bit over there also. I said I was gonna rake these individual because there's a couple that owns a little, I don't know, 3/4 of an acre, goes diagonal. And they just had me plant it a couple years ago. I'm not gonna rake it separate. That'd be too hard to bale. I'll just be real generous on the amount of bales that fall on there, and I'll just be real generous on what I give them. It's not hard to figure out. So let's get back at this. Dad is probably on his way to the other side of Jamestown, where he raked at earlier. He's gonna be baling that. That's alfalfa. I'm gonna rake this. I'm gonna go over to Long Road, that grass hay, and that'll probably be about it for today as far as raking and what we're gonna try and get baled. Haley and Casey's is gonna be tomorrow, Saturday. I think that's the way it's gonna work. All right, enough of me running my mouth. I think I've said before how on my first round of tethering, I'll kind of take it easy, slow down the RPM and all that. Well, guess what? I didn't tether this field. See how that nice alfalfa is thrown into that tall grass along the edge there? You know, sometimes I'll come along and bush hog this before we mow it, but I didn't get to it because there was water laying around here. But see the edge of my rake? If I run it into that tall grass, it's gonna pull some of that grass in that's green as can be and wet as can be, ruin our windrow. So just like that, yeah. If we did that on every field, we would lose some bales. So Dad, if you're watching this, that's why. All right, my hay grapple. This is what I pick up my bales with. It was designed, as you see it says EF8. It was designed for 8 bales. We added more teeth a couple years ago. Picks up 10, either way. So my ramps failed. Yeah, I tossed them to the side. I'm just gonna stick them up in there like I was and push them back, I guess. Yeah, we'll see. There's only like 60 here that we bailed out front. It's gonna be a beautiful evening. I still got quite a bit to do. What a long day. We're gonna put some hay in the barn with the grapple. I need to get my trailer unloaded because I need my trailer tomorrow. Wagon's not so much. I got a big wagon load over there. Might have the boys unload in the morning if they ever respond to my text message. But yeah, I need my gooseneck tomorrow, so I'm gonna get this hay off of here. It's been a long day. I think I started, got up at 6 this morning, got the pigs fed, and delivered that hay, and I'll probably be another couple hours out here this evening yet. So better get used to them long nights. Chad is still out there also. He left with the 26-foot wagon, headed to one of his fields with his loader and grapple just a little bit ago, so we're both working late. Dad did his thing. He's already in the house, taking it easy. He did good today for an old man. All right, I'm gonna get back to work and before my battery dies here. Y'all have a good evening. Look at this sky, it's beautiful. Made some hay today, good day, thank God.